Jennifer, the beauty queen from Delaware, who had one of the rockiest starts in Masterchef history.
This is a complete disaster. You know, if it were for me, this is not an elimination round, I would send you home now. And this garbage belongs in this garbage.
Yeah, a little bit of a rocky start with Delaware native Jennifer Bain Lazzarini. Did I say it right?
Lazzarini.
Jennifer Bain
Yes.
Lazzarini
Yes.
turned things around and impressed the judges when it mattered the most.
Oh my goodness, with no formal training, Jennifer beat out more than 30,000 other amateur home cooks from around the country, which earned her the title of MasterChef USA, seen on Fox 21.
And we are so happy to have Jennifer in the kitchen with us today. Thank you so much for coming in.
Of course, my pleasure, my pleasure.
All right, what are we making?
So we're making a thyme butter poached halibut with asparagus and a little bit of our chickpeas Parmesan couscous. So we get everything all in one.
Boy, I'm glad you said that.
seating.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, first of all, we'll just go over the ingredients quickly.
Absolutely. We have our halibut, we have our thyme, garlic, which you cannot live without.
Nope.
Our onion. Some of the spices we use za'atar.
What
we
is
use
that?
sumac. It's actually a Mediterranean spice. It gives it that earthiness to it. And the sumac is not poison sumac. It's always the first question everyone always asks. Are you going to poison me?
Okay.
No, it gives you that little bit of lemony taste to it. And then just a little bit of our espeleta. We don't use black pepper in any of our cooking.
Okay.
We actually use espeleta. It's a Spanish spice. Yep. Spanish
All right.
pepper. So it gives it a little bit different depth of flavor.
And
right,
you're
let's
going
get
to trust
to
me
it.
to do some of this?
We are
really?
going to trust you to do this. We're going to actually start with our couscous.
Okay.
So we have our cup of chicken stock going. We always use chicken stock, again, laying the flavors in. So we're going to
Gotcha.
go ahead and dump in our milk.
All right. dump it
I
up.
like a little bit of creamy couscous.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of olive oil that gives it that richness on your tongue, velvetyness on your tongue. Yep, just right
just
in there.
all of
You
it?
got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and
Okay.
then our garlic.
Got the garlic.
Which you can't
Yeah.
go wrong with as much garlic as you love.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. We
Then
didn't
we're
have
gonna dump
nearly
in our
enough
onion.
Got some onion going. Okay.
And the great thing about this couscous is it cooks very quick. So if you have a family,
Yeah.
it's something that's very simple and it's
Right. something
that's easy you can do right after. So you're
What's
going to
that?
dump in, that is our za'atar.
Oh, the
So,
za'atar,
yep.
okay.
So that you really want to make sure you mix in.
Right.
And just a pinch of that sumac, just a pinch.
Just a little.
Just
Just
a
a
little.
tad.
A little goes a long way.
How's that?
There you go.
Well, that was a
That's
big pinch.
perfect. Okay.
All right, all right.
All right, so we've got that going. Now we're just going to dump our couscous in there and the smell and the aroma. Now you can adjust for your liking. You can put any spices in here you want, which is great about couscous.
Yeah.
It's a blank palette.
Okay.
Then we're going to do our
so wait.
chickpeas. No,
Yep.
you can do your
Chickpeas,
chickpeas
okay.
next. Yep.
So how did you like being on the show?
I loved it. It
Was
was the
great?
best experience of my entire life. And
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Oh, what do we got going on
Yeah,
here?
I think it's because we had it halfway on and halfway off.
Yeah, we're gonna launch
we're
a
having
rocket.
There we go.
issues with our stove
what is
here.
this?
And those are our asparagus. I cut them on the bias because
Yeah.
one, it gives it that beautiful, like see how you just get that
just looks
beautiful
nice.
color?
Yeah.
And it looks nice. It's great for presentation. So go ahead and dump those in
Okay.
there.
So tell us, what was it like being on MasterChef?
Life-changing.
Yeah.
Some friends that I will stay with for the rest of my life, which is unbelievable. I don't know that we have power here.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. So that was some really good
I am
stuff.
so electric that I just blew out the stove. No.
So you were telling me that he, as mean and nasty a character as he was, you actually got along with him okay?
I loved Gordon. Chef, I have so much respect for him, and it was almost like he didn't want to disappoint your father. So it was when you're going in there, you're like, I am going to just go in there with every possible thing I can possibly go in there with.
Wow.
And it was pretty unbelievable. Joe, terrified.
He was the bad one, huh?
Terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, he comes from
My
Lydia
goodness.
Bastianich. You don't want to mess up Italian
Oh,
food. I
no.
mean, she is the no joke.
Yeah.
So that, you know, one of the things we always had was timing. So you always want to make sure that you have both things kind of working at the same time. That was a
Okay.
big thing on our show.
Yeah.
So we're just going to salt and pepper
Okay.
our espeleta right here, which
Okay.
is kind of like a reddish orange. We have some of our halibut already going.
Yeah.
And you always want to salt and pepper both sides of anything you cook. So you want to make
okay.
sure you get both sides. We keep keeping the skin on here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we've got the halibut
my
going.
God.
We've got the couscous going.
Okay.
We've got our halibut going. So we're just, you can see, this fish is opaque. See how it's opaque?
Right.
Our fish in the pan has a little bit of that white translucent to it. So
Okay.
that's what we're looking for. So
Okay.
we're just gonna lay that in there. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. The reason we add olive oil to
All
it,
of this?
Yep, no, just a little bit, just
Okay.
a hair.
See, she
A
cooks the
little
way I
bit?
do. All of it?
Yeah.
Sure. I can
The
dump all
more
that.
the
no
better.
problem.
Yeah.
Now what I'm gonna do is have you add our garlic,
More garlic.
more garlic. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. A little bit of our thyme.
So you got an upcoming event?
We do. We're doing all 3 seasons of our MasterChef contestants coming down here to Harrington. And we're just going to take that off the heat a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of onion and our bay leaf.
Okay.
Now this is all for flavor. This isn't going to go onto our actual dish.
Oh, really?
This is all for flavoring onto our
okay.
fish,
Oh,
okay?
All right.
So we're just going to add a hair more olive oil here.
And tell us more about this event.
The event actually is a tasting with all 3 seasons of the MasterChef for the Mid-Atlantic Food and Wine Festival. So, and
Can I stir
just,
this?
No, you just
No,
want to
leave it
leave it
on?
on.
Oh,
Yep, leave it
sorry.
on. Leave it on. We should
See,
be
that's
on
why you
high
never
here.
put me in the
Yep,
kitchen.
we should be on high here.
Okay.
And usually it just takes 5 minutes for this couscous to cook.
Right.
Okay.
So see how our fish is now bubbling? See how that's kind of going?
Right.
What we want to do is baste, okay? Now, how comfortable do you feel with basting?
I can bake.
Okay, good. We're going to give you that, and you're
Okay.
just going to tilt the pan. Yeah, you got it.
Look
and
at
right
her.
over top of the fish. It's going to give it that rich, velvety flavor down into your mouth, and that thyme. And make sure you get all of these little ingredients over here. You want to mix all of it in there.
Okay.
There you go.
And yet all that's going to come off before you plate.
And all of that's going to come off before you plate. This is just layering in the flavors on the background.
You need to come back again. You know that, right? By the way, just in case
Well,
you're
be our
interested in
pleasure.
getting the recipe, there's several ways to get it. You can send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard in Salisbury, 21801. Go to the website, delmarvalife.com, or you can call us 443-880-9116. Be sure to ask for the thyme butter poached halibut with chickpea Parmesan, couscous. If you still have room left on your envelope, you didn't ask for the right thing.
All right.
So
And we're
now we're almost toward the end. We just want to add our Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and give that a good stir there.
Well, now I can stir.
Now you can stir. Now you can get it in there.
And mix it all up.
Mix it all up.
All righty.
And I like my almost like a risotto.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I like my couscous.
All right.
So just gonna get it
So-
down in there.
I'm going to mix. You talk.
We're going to do a magic of TV and do a tasting.
Oh, we got some?
Let's see.
We're good to go?
Well,
Are we
this
ready?
should be actually done.
Yeah? What do I need? Do I need a plate? Oh,
We
I got
have
a plate.
We have a plate right here. And we're just gonna go right here,
Okay.
right in the center.
I got a fork over here. Actually, I got 2
You
forks
got
over here.
2 forks over there.
That means I get to eat twice as much as you do.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna grab our spatula here. When
Okay.
you're pulling out the fish, you always want to make sure.
We're gonna come back and give this a whirl, give it a taste. Up next on Delmarva Life, it's one of the most highest anticipated new shows for CBS. The series premiere for Golden Boy airs tonight on WBOC. We get a sneak peek next, but first, here's a look at what's coming up on the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6.